Hello world, welcome back to my channel. I am Sahil and we are developing an e-commerce project using Laravel 10. And in previous video you have already seen how I worked on my orders page to make it dynamic. Now today in this video I'm going to show you how to work on my order detail page to make it dynamic. Okay, so let's start. So this is my project inside VS Code, and here I already started Laravel 10 dev server and npm run dev. Let me close this terminal, and first I'll open the component class file of my order detail page. So just go to app directory, and inside Livewire directory you will find this my order detail page.php file. Okay, and let's open the blade view file of my order detail page. So if I go to resources, views, Livewire, then here you can see my order detail page.blade.php file. Okay, so this page is static for now, so we'll make it dynamic. So first go to my order detail page.php file. Here first I will give it a title, so here I will use attribute title attribute class, and here I will write order detail, and next what I will do is I will declare one property here. So here I will write public and order underscore id. Okay, let me open web.php file. Here you can see this is the route which is responsible for my order detail page. Okay, and here there is a parameter order passed, so I will change this to order underscore id. Okay, and let's close this file. Now we have to define mount method to initialize the order id into this public property. Okay, so here I will use public function mount, and then here I will write order id, and then I will initialize order id is equal to order id. If we try to dd this order id, then let's see this is working or not. Now if I go to browser and reload the page, then you can see we are getting the order id from the URL. Okay, so this is the order id in the URL parameter, and we are getting this here. If I change, let me check. So if I click on view details of this order, then we are getting the different order id according to the URL parameter. Okay, so this is working correct. Let's move on. So now I will remove this dd, and then what I will do is inside this render method I will fetch all the order details like order items, address, and order. Okay, so for this here I will create a variable order underscore items is equal to, and then I will use order item model, and here I will use with, and then I will use product relationship, and then I will use where, and here I will pass order id, and then here I will use order id. Okay, and next I will use get method. Now similarly I will fetch address related to the order. So here I will create a variable address is equal to, and I will use address model, and then here I will use where, and here also I will pass order id and this order id, and then here I will use first method. Okay, now next I will fetch the order. So order is equal to model order, and here I will use where, and then I will use id is equal to this order id, and then I will use first. Okay, now we have to pass all the fetched order details into the blade view file. So here in array I will first write order underscore items, and then I will use order items variable, just use arrow here, and then address is equal to address, and then order is equal to order. Okay, so this component class file is completed. Now we have to go to blade view file in order to display all the value dynamic. Okay, so just reload this page. Okay, so here I will display the customer name dynamically, and here the order date, order status, and payment status. So let's do one by one. So first I will display the customer full name. So here you can see this is the customer name, and this is static, so I will remove this one, and here I will write address full name. Now if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then you can see we have the dynamic customer name here. Okay, now for date, this is the static date, so we will remove this one, and here I will use order. Okay, order items 0, and then I will use created at, and then I will use format, and here I will write DMY. If I save this and go to the browser, then date is also dynamic. Now let's move on to order status. So here you can see this is the order status, so let's remove this static one, and here I will display the order status. So just write order status for now. So you can see processing is displaying here. Now just go to this payment status. Okay, so this is payment status. Here I will write order payment status. Okay, so payment status is also dynamic. Now let's move on to the items of the orders. Okay, product. So here what I will do is inside this tr we will remove this tr, and we will keep only one tr. Let's cut this tr, and let me remove this comment, and inside this t body I will use for each loop. So here I will use for each directive, and here I will write order underscore items as item, and inside this I will paste the tr. Now here in key I will make this dynamic. So here I will write item, and then I will just use id, item id in wire key, and this is the image of the product. So here what I will do is I will just I will remove the static one first, and here I will use URL method, and then storage, and then here I will use item, product, and then images, and I will access the first image of the product. Okay, and here in alt I will remove this, and here I will just display item name, actually not item name, item product name. Okay, similarly just copy the same thing and paste here in the name. Save this and go to the browser. So you can see the image is displaying with the name. Now let's work on price, quantity, and total. So let's remove this price, and here I will display the unit amount of the price, product. So here I will use number class, and then currency method, and then I will use item unit amount, and then I will use INR. Okay, similarly here I will display the quantity, so just use item and then quantity. Here I will display the total amount, so let's copy the same thing, paste here. Instead of unit amount I will write total amount. Okay, now if I save this and go to the browser, then all dynamic is showing here. Now let's move on to the shipping address. Okay, so here I will display the address dynamically. So first I will remove the static one, and here first I will display address, street address, then I will display the city. So here I will write address city, and then I will display the state, and then I will display the zip code, address, and then zip code. Okay, here I will display the phone, so just remove this static phone number, and here I will write address phone. Okay, now let's make this order summary dynamic. So here what I will do is, in subtotal I will remove this static price, and here I will paste the same thing, and instead of item here I will change this to item order, and then grand total, and INR is okay. Now let's make this grand total also dynamic, so I'll copy the same thing, so just copy and paste here. So all dynamic now. If I reload, then you can see all are dynamic. But if I go to my orders, and if I click on this, then you can see according to the order status we have to change the background color of this badge, and for also for the payment status. Okay, so if I go to my orders, and this is the failed one, so you can see green background is showing in failed payment status, so we'll change this. Okay, so for this let's come here and go to the order status first. So this is the order status. So here what I will do is I will just use PHP directive here, and first I will define a variable status is equal to empty, and then here I will use condition if order status is equal to new. So in this case actually we have already done this before in my order page. So let's open my orders page, and from here I will copy this order status conditions. So let's copy and go to my order detail page, let's paste, and now instead of this I will use status. Now if I save this and go to the browser, then okay, we have to remove this span and save. Now you can see shift is showing properly. So similarly we will do for payment status. So if I go to my orders page, then this is the payment status conditions. Just find payment status. So this is the payment status. Now here I will use PHP directive, paste this condition, but before we have to declare payment underscore status equal to empty, and then remove this span. Just write payment underscore status here. If I save this and go to the browser, then you can see the background color of the badge is now showing properly. Okay, if I go to my orders page again, let's open this one. If I go to view details, then order status delivered showing green background, and payment status pending showing blue background. It's okay, and this is dynamic. Now let's test this. Okay, so if I go to products and let me add some products to the cart. So I have added 2 products. Let me increase the quantity of this one to 2. Now let's click on checkout and fill all the fields. Let me keep my name here, so Kumar, and I will keep all default, and here I will select Stripe and click on place order. Let's wait until it process. Okay, so now it is redirected to the Stripe checkout page. Here I will write my card, tasting card detail, and then I will click on pay. Now you can see we are redirected to the thank you page with all the details like order number, order date, total, payment method, card. Okay, if I click on view my orders here, then here you can see the pagination is showing, and this is the latest order that I just made. Okay, now if I click on view detail, then you can see both product is listed here, and the customer name is displaying here, address is displaying here, and order status is new, and payment status is paid because we have used Stripe. And let's check the mail. So if I open mail trap, okay, so here you can see this is the mail just received, that order placed successfully. If I click on this view order button, then we are redirected to the order detail page. So all is working correctly. Now if I go to dashboard page, so this is the admin dashboard page, and if I go to orders, okay, okay, so here you can see all order is listed, and let me go to the latest order. So this is the latest order, and this is paid, and using payment method Stripe, and from here we can change the status of the order like processing. So let's open this order in detail, and let's click on edit. Now from here we can change the status to processing, and here shipping method we can select FedEx or any other, and all is good. Now click on save changes. So here you can see order updated. Now if I go to customer panel, and if I reload this order detail page, then here you can see order status changed to processing. Okay, and if I change the order status to shipped or delivered, then if I click on save changes, and again if I reload here, then you can see order status delivered. Okay, so all working correctly. So this is all about the e-commerce project using Laravel 10, Livewire 3, Filament PHP 3, and Tailwind CSS. So this project is completed. if you have any questions, then you can ask down in the comment section. And I hope you liked this whole series, and if you liked, then you can share the project with others, and also subscribe my channel.